You're not lazy, you're not weak, and you are not broken. But something is happening inside your brain, and almost no one is talking about it. If you've completely lost your focus, if motivation feels like a distant memory, even the simplest tasks feel overwhelmingly heavy, stay with me for a few minutes. This video might just explain everything. Let me ask you something, and be honest with yourself. When was the last time you did one single thing, just one, without checking your phone? Think about it. Every buzz, every notification, every mindless scroll through your feed, every like you receive. All of it is actively training your brain. Or it's not training your brain for happiness or fulfillment. It's training it for one thing: constant, relentless stimulation. See, the problem isn't that your brain is tired. The real issue is that it's completely overloaded. It's like trying to listen to 100 songs at once and wondering why you coo and hear the melody. We're drowning in a sea of digital noise, and our brains are paying the price. This isn't just a feeling, it's a neurological reality. We've been led to believe that this constant connection is progress, but what if it's actually a step backward for our cognitive abilities? What if the very tools designed to connect us are the ones making us feel so disconnected from ourselves and our own goals? This isn't about blaming technology. It's about understanding its effect on us so we can finally start to fight back. Now, let's talk about a chemical you've probably heard a lot about: dopamine. There's a huge misconception out there. Most people think dopamine equals the feeling of happiness or pleasure. That's not quite right. Dopamine isn't the pleasure chemical. It's the wanting chemical. It's the little voice in your head that says, do that again. Check your phone one more time. Just keep scrolling a little longer. It's the molecule of motivation and craving. And here's where social media comes in. Now, these platforms are masters of dopamine manipulation. They deliver it to you in tiny, unpredictable, endless hits. A like on your photo, dopamine hit. A funny video, dopamine hit. A new message, another hit. Your brain starts to crave these easy, instant rewards. And as a consequence, it begins to reject anything that requires hard work, patience, or delayed gratification. That's precisely why your big life goals suddenly feel so boring and unappealing. It's trying to focus on a single task for more than 5 minutes feels like a monumental struggle. And it's why your motivation feels so fake and fleeting. You're not broken. Your brain's reward system has been hijacked. It's been trained to want the quick fix over the meaningful pursuit. When the reward for scrolling is immediate, and the reward for working on your project is hours or days away, which one do you think your rewired brain is going to choose every single time? This leads us to the critical question: why does focus feel so utterly impossible these days? The answer lies in one of the most powerful features of your brain: its adaptability, also known as neuroplasticity. Your brain literally becomes what you train it to be. It creates and strengthens pathways based on your repeated actions and thoughts. So let's look at what we're training it with. Feed it a constant diet of fast-paced videos, quick rewards, and experiences that require almost zero effort. We jump from app to app, from task to task, never settling on one thing. And what does the brain learn from this? It learns to be impatient. It learns to crave novelty. It learns that effort is bad and instant gratification is good. So then, when real life comes knocking, when it asks for deep focus to study for an exam, discipline to stick to a workout plan, or the long-term effort required to build a business or a meaningful relationship, what does your brain do? It resists, screams in protest. It feels uncomfortable, bored, and agitated. This resistance isn't a sign that you're lazy or undisciplined. It's a sign that you have successfully rewired your brain for distraction. You've built a superhighway for quick-hit dopamine and let the old country road of deep focus fall into disrepair. It's not a character flaw. It's a training outcome. And this brings us to the harsh truth, the one that many people don't want to hear. Your phone is not a neutral tool. It is not just a passive device sitting in your pocket. The apps on your phone, especially social media, are designed with a specific purpose, and it's not to improve your well-being. They are engineered by teams of experts to do 3 things: steal your attention, keep you scrolling for as long as possible, and ultimately control your behavior. They are modeled directly after the mechanics of a slot machine. one of the most addictive machines ever invented. They exploit the same psychological vulnerabilities that make gambling so compelling. So, let me be blunt. If you do not consciously control your relationship with dopamine, dopamine will absolutely control you. Okay, so the situation might sound a little bleak, but here's the good news. You can absolutely take back control. And you do, and need to throw your phone in a river or move to a cabin in the woods, unless you want to. And you can start small, with simple, manageable changes that have a huge impact. Here are a few ideas. First, create a no-phone zone for the first 30 to 60 minutes after you wake up. Your brain is highly impressionable in the morning. Don't start your day by flooding it with notifications and other people's agendas. Let your own thoughts be the first thing you hear. Second, practice single tasking. When you're working, just work. When you're eating, just eat. Close the extra tabs. Put your phone in another room. The world won't end, I promise. Your brain will thank you for the clarity. Third, and this is a big one, intentionally delay gratification. Got an urge to check Instagram? Tell yourself you'll wait 15 minutes. This simple act of pausing builds the mental muscle of self-control. And finally, replace mindless scrolling with intentional boredom. Yes, boredom. Just sit and do nothing. Stare out a window. Let your mind wander. Boredom is not your enemy. It's the reset button for your overstimulated brain. It's in those quiet, boring moments that your brain resets. And that's where creativity, self-reflection, and deep focus are reborn. Start with these simple rules, and you'll begin to feel the fog lift. In the end, what you need isn't more motivation. Searching for motivation, when your brain is wired for distraction, is like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. What you need is control. Control over your impulses. Control over your environment. And most importantly, control over your attention. Because when you control your attention, you control your life. Your focus determines your reality. What you pay attention to is what you will experience, what you will learn, and who you will become. If you are ready to get your brain back, to reclaim your focus and start living a life of intention instead of reaction, make sure you follow this channel. We're going to be diving deeper into these topics with practical strategies to help you thrive in this age of distraction. Thanks for watching.